Yes, miss. I think it is important so that the younger generation can be encouraged to accept themselves and in a form of expressing, because it is hard for me to be to study in a school that doesn't support who I am. And like I really wish like there would be art subjects in school, maybe for future and the younger generations, so that they could express themselves and do what they love.
Seun, but it's so great to meet you here on Zoom.
Thank you, miss. It's a pleasure to meet you also.
And tell me, where are you at the moment?
Okay, so my name is Khulile Ngobese, South African visual artist, and I come from a rural area called Ngobese.
Okay. Around,
Yes.
where is that in South Africa? In what area?
It is Ngobese is in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal.
Oh, I see. Okay. And now you are in a city. So where, close to where are you now? Close to Durban?
Yes, I'm close to Durban, on the Hillcrest.
Oh, okay.
Yes, miss.
Close to the sea.
Yes, close to the sea.
Okay. Are you a fisherman?
No, I'm not a fisherman. I'm just artist.
No, but I mean, do you love fishing? Do you go into the, for being
Never
close to the sea?
think before, but I think in the future I will maybe explore
Okay.
some.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I just think because you're close to the sea and sometimes people love to go and fish.
Oh, yes.
So tell me, you are still a pupil in the school?
Can you please repeat, ma'am?
You are still in school?
Yes, I'm doing my grade 11 grade, and I'll be doing my matric next year.
Okay. And art, is that a subject that you do at school?
So currently, there is no subject that teaches us about art at school. It's just that I'm very passionate with arts, and I just love expressing myself in a form of painting. And I have a lot of work that I am to share on social media. Just that I'm still working on my portfolio. But art is something that I love, regardless of being taught, and it's just like I just wish to grow.
Yeah, and you have such a natural talent. So when did you discover that you love to draw and that you started drawing?
I discovered at the year 2015 when I was doing my second grade, and it all started with a classmate of mine who drew cartoons, and I just wanted I just have that eager to draw like him. And then I started practicing like daily whenever I got free time at home. I used to practice, draw cartoons, draw my grandfather's portraits, and then my family started encouraging me to do more because they saw potential in me. That's how I started, and from there, I never looked back.
Wonderful. So you are a self-taught artist. You taught
Yes,
yourself.
I'm a self-taught artist. But then there's a program that I went last year, Isoletrigo Arts Program, that was hosted by the government, which taught me more about painting, about portraiture. And I have people there, artists like Sakile Mhlongo, who mentored me to reach my highest self, my highest version of myself when it comes to painting and expressing myself.
That's so wonderful that you have that sort of a mentor that can help you.
Yes, miss.
So you started off drawing cartoons, but what now? What inspires a painting? What makes you want to do a painting, or what do you like to paint?
Oh, so miss, I think it's all comes from my spirituality. I'm a Christian, and I believe in Jesus Christ. So I grew up attending church, and I also have a mother here, my mother in Christ, who made me achieve the highest level when it comes to spirituality, and he taught me more about the Bible. And so I just believe that communicating with the world throughout um, visionary ideas is just something I wish to achieve. So most of my paintings are inspired by the Bible and some visionary thoughts I have of how I see the world.
Wow, that's so beautiful. And you're so young and you have already those visions.
Yes, miss.
That's beautiful. And
Yes.
do you think in school would you have liked to have art in school? Do you think it's maybe also important that those subjects are taught in school?
Yes, miss. I think it is important so that the younger generation can be encouraged to accept themselves and in a form of expressing, because it is hard for me to study in a school that doesn't support who I am. And like I really wish like there would be art subjects in school, maybe for future and the younger generations, so that they could express themselves and do what they love.
And you talk now about your spirituality and your faith. And do you get people who look at your art and that you can sort of get them to understand what your faith is, or that what the spirituality is of your paintings?
Yes, so I spoke about Sakile Mhlongo, who mentored me on the program Isoleciko. So Sakile Mhlongo is also a Christian, and he understands. I think I used to conversate with him on a deep level, and he's the one who encourages me to focus more and do more paintings, as he believes in them, that maybe there will be people who would appreciate my art and maybe get something that will help him in or her life.
Oh yeah, yeah. And your age, your friends and the people your age and in school, can they appreciate your art already? Do they see your what you're doing?
Yes, ma'am. I think they appreciate that I can draw them just like the way they are. Maybe I can like paint a reference just like the way it is. But I think they don't understand when it comes to the level of conceptuality. They understand the literal
Okay.
meaning of the painting. Maybe if I painted a fireman bowing down, they'll just like look at a literal understanding or
Mm.
meaning. They'll just see a fireman, but without understanding the figurative meaning of that painting. Yeah, so it's how it is. Every time when maybe I meet someone in my community, they just ask me, when are you gonna draw me? When are you gonna draw me? You it's how they don't understand the, in a level
Yeah.
of quality and on the figurative meaning. They only like believe that if I can draw you like just like the way you are without making your eyes big, you're just gonna go far. They don't understand the meaning behind art,
Yeah.
as they don't know more about art, because there's no they are here in my community. Art is not taught. They just don't know about art, the
Mm.
value of it.
And yeah, you're saying a very important thing. It's because people don't know, then they can't appreciate what you're doing.
Yes, miss.
Mhm. And do you talk about your art to people? I mean, do you explain to them what you're drawing? When people just look at the painting and not understand what you painted.
Yes, miss. I think yes, I do talk to some of my close friends, because they usually ask me, why you painted him like this? Why you painted him on
Oh, I
this
see.
pose? And then like I explain to them why I painted it like this, but more most of the people, they don't understand what is conceptual art. So sometimes I just do not bother because some of them, they speak negative things because
Okay.
they don't believe in arts. They don't think that I can go far with art. So I don't speak more about the conceptual side. I just share it with people who appreciate it.
Okay.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
what mediums do you use? You talk about painting, but I see you also um, use pencil.
Yes, yes, yes. So as I said about the program, I grew up using pencil, and I met an artist, Wanda Bush. I don't know, you know the artist Wanda Bush.
No, I don't.
Wanda Bush
Mm.
is an artist, like an international artist now, who came from my rural area, Kwangolosi. So I once met him, and he spoke. He told me that I should do more paintings than drawings because anyone can draw, but not anyone can paint. Yes, and then he told me so, and then like I started focusing more on painting, and I just felt comfortable with acrylics, and
Okay.
I just want to do more acrylics paint.
And is it easy for you to get the materials and the canvases and the paints and so on?
Um, since I'm from a place where they don't appreciate arts, it has been difficult for me to get these materials, but it all came from sacrifices that I made in order for me to buy those canvases, those paint brushes, those paints.
And tell me now, are you going to study? Do you want to go and study art after school? Because you said you're doing your matric next year.
Yes, I'm doing my matric next year, and hey, I'm not I'm not looking forward to go and study arts. I just feel like I have enough tools that are needed for me to succeed. So
Mm.
I just want to focus more on creating paintings as I was mentored by Sakile Mshongo. I truly value Sakile Mshongo by the level that he has achieved throughout his career. So I think for me going to university, it's a bonus, but I just wish to create more arts and not go to school.
So you want to explore yourself. You want
Yeah,
to learn and do it yourself.
yes, miss.
But that's wonderful, and there's so many artists that I speak to who do it that way. You know, who want to go on that route where they
They
figured
explode.
it out themselves. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Mm.
miss.
And you
Yeah.
said that you have also wonderful mentors, and are you also connected with other artists in South Africa?
Yes, I am connected to upcoming artists who are doing their studies in tertiary, like in the universities. And I am connected with them because they understand and they value art. And then like we share things that maybe will be useful to each other. So yes, miss, I do have people that I also look up to.
But you seem to have it all figured out. You seem to be very focused. You seem to be very driven. Do you think if in your community, if more young children get the opportunity to do art, that they will also be more focused and maybe not into crowds where they do wrong things and are negatively influenced? Because you seem to have also very positive influences and positive mentors in your life.
Yes, miss. Yes, I think it all comes to how much you want to achieve a certain level or a certain thing. And most of the children in my community are not focused, bad influences. They do these things and that. As you know, that South Africa is a developing country and there are no opportunities here. So I think if maybe there's something like programs that could be offered in my community, there's a lot of young individuals that would um, be focused on being what they truly want to be, like being being something rather than doing bad things, because it's the opportunities that are not there in my community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I truly believe that as well. And art seemed to, when I talk to singers as well, people who sing in choirs, and they say the same thing in South Africa. The moment you can have something, or you can give children something to work for or something to look forward to, then it also lifts the whole community.
Yes, miss.
Mm.
Yeah. Because we do
Seun,
have sorry, because we do have a lot of talented singers, a lot of talented
yes.
football players, and there are different talents here in my community. Just that we are not offered opportunities to express ourselves, to be ourselves. We're just we are taught more about the metrics of which we should grow up and work like our entire lives. And I just don't believe in that. I have that belief of I don't want to be controlled. Like that's my belief. I want to own myself as an entrepreneur. I have characteristics of an entrepreneur. That's how I'm made, and I think it's comes. I think it all comes from us not having opportunities. That causes people to do bad things because they don't have anything to do. They don't have
Yeah.
anything to keep them busy with.
Mm. Well, I think
Yes.
you are a great example in your community. You're a young man who is really so well mannered, so well spoken, and you are so talented. And I saw your work on Instagram. I was really so impressed with what you're doing.
Thank you so much, Miss.
No, congratulations for that. And I'll still, first, I want to know, what are the wishes for you for the future?
Miss, my biggest wish is to be one of the well-known artists in the world. I just wish to have that influence in the world where else my art is like on big museums, like on big galleries, and just have that international recognition. That's my wish, and to freely express myself and like travel the world, meet new people, and learn how other people live on other countries. Yeah, that's my biggest wish, man. And just to be a great example to show individuals in my community and in other countries that it is possible. It is possible.
Everything is possible and dreams come true.
Thank you so much, Miss.
Yes. And but you're on the right channel now, because there are many artists on my channel that you can listen to and that you can get inspired by. And there are many South African artists that I've spoken to. So
Yes,
I would, I really wish for you that all your wishes come true. And sometimes it's just the right time when things happen.
yes, Miss. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
But already I've noticed you on Instagram, and it's great that you put your work on Instagram, because I think it's just wonderful to see, and it's a way of, if I'm not in Durban, I can still see your artwork.
Yes, Miss. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Miss.
Seun, but thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And
Yes.
and I hope to see you in an exhibition here in Vienna one day.
That's my biggest. Thank you so much.
That would be great.
You will.